Hello everyone. In this video, we will cover concept of agriculture production and productivity from Unit 2 of Rural Livelihood and Production System. Basically, agriculture production means the production for commercial crop, livestock and livestock products. Livestock products like milk, meat, etc. but not processing or retail merchandising of them. Now, the performance of Indian agriculture during more than half a century of planned economic development can be broadly classified by three distinct phases: pre-green revolution, second is green revolution, and last is post-green revolution. The first phase is covering a period from independence to mid-1960s, generally known as pre-green revolution phase. Priority was to land reforms, community development, and restructuring of rural credit institutions, beside providing a major thrust to irrigation infrastructure. There was some major achievement in this sphere. The country was, however, still subsisting from shift to month. Growth of output of food grain was far adequate to meet need of growing population in country. India food security was in problem. At the same time, experience of other countries in the sphere of agriculture demonstrate the need to achieve a quantum jump in the productivity of land. The second phase was initiated by a new agriculture strategy or so-called Green Revolution. The second consisted of applying a package of input to irrigated area. By package of input, I mean the package include HYV seeds, the high yielding variety seeds, chemical fertilizer, pesticides and insecticides, beside application of water at the right time and at right proportion. In the initial period of about 15 years, the Green Revolution was confined to irrigate area largely in the wheat growing regions. It was only during the 1980s that the Green Revolution spread to other regions and crops. There was a significant rise in the yield per hectare, resulting also in the productivity of all input or total factor productivity. As a result of rise in per capita income, there was a discriminable diversification in the demand of the consumer to other food production like milk, poultry, meat, fish, vegetable and fruit. This has created an environment for diversification of agriculture in a country with rapid growing population and the consequent increase in the density of population. The increase in agricultural production could not be sustained over a long time through an increase in bringing more and more area under cultivation. Land is a scarce resource with absolute limit on its supply. A sustained increase in agriculture production is possible only through a sustained increase in productivity of land. Moreover, continued increase in area under crop can be possibly in the intensive cultivation is enhanced. That means to say that agricultural land is bought under cultivation more than under during one a year. This will enhance the use of land without creating demand for additional land for cultivation. New agriculture technology and modernization of technology in general as well as extension of irrigation is one of the way in which intensity of land use can be increased. Moreover, increased productivity of land can increase some income at the farm, which is sure to have a spillover effect on the rest of economy. However, it is important to note that at the beginning of the decade of 1990s, almost 83% of small and marginal farmers and 68% of large farmers were engaged in production of food grain. The proportion of farmers involved in the production of commercial crop is very less, thus it's very small. The third phase, also known as post-green revolution phase, coincides with period following the implementation of new economic policies of the year 1991 and thereafter. In this phase, greater incentives were provided to private investments in agriculture. Even though such investment did increase to an extent, there was a steady decline in public investment in agriculture. This has adversely affected the rural infrastructure, particularly irrigation, agriculture research and extension. The acceleration experienced in the yield per hectare during the second phase got arrested. Not only that, slowdown in agriculture growth on account of decline in input use, factor productivity and profitability during the phase. In phase 3, the acceleration witnessed in the rate of growth in production as well as productivity during the earlier phase has not been maintained in the decade of 1990s and beyond. There are clear symptoms of green revolution fatigue, with a slowdown in the rate of growth in yield per hectare of all crops, but barely over 1% per annum as compared to around 3% per annum for the preceding decades. The rate of growth in yield as well as production was lower than that in pre-green revolution, that is to the independence to mid-1960s. Even the rate for growth of food production was around 1.7% per annum, which is less than the estimated rate of growth of population. But for wheat, where the rate of growth of production remained at the level of about 3% per annum, the rate growth of production of other food grain crop was much lower than it's in the earlier decades. Thus, about agriculture production and performance of Indian agriculture during planned economic development. Thank you.